Here's an AMI This Week shortcut with Grant Hardy.
I really was looking for some more accessible ways to find food that would be cheaper. Hi, my name's Amanda MacDonald, and I'm part of the Food Stash program.
When Amanda discovered the Food Stash Foundation, she found that it was both helpful for her and a place where she could give back.
Then when I was in the volunteering process, I'd been there for a couple weeks, and I realized that they also had a program for people who were in need of some cheaper access to food that were going through some accessibility issues. I decided to jump on that, and I was immediately, within about a week, I think, put into the Food Box program. So I've since then continued to volunteer, but also I do receive the food weekly.
Carla Pellegrini, Executive Director of the Food Stash Foundation, explains how they connect members of the community like Amanda with accessible food options.
We are taking kind of a twofold approach. One, to reduce the food waste and its impact on the environment, and the other one is to bridge the food security gap that exists with that food. So we've got a fleet of trucks, a really dedicated team of drivers, and we rescue over 70,000 pounds of food every month from going into the landfill. And then we redistribute that food in a handful of different ways, both to other organizations with their own food programs, to food insecure families and individuals across Vancouver through a food box program, and now, as of last week, through our public-facing Rescued Food Market.
This latest initiative, the Rescued Food Market, is a new approach to accessible, sustainable grocery shopping.
All of the food that we rescue is available, all different types of fruits, vegetables, dairy, eggs, meat, everything that we rescue from our food suppliers is available in the market. And it works on a pay what you feel model. So there's no expectation of any financial transaction at all. Anybody can come in, no questions asked, shop around, take whatever food you want. And if you feel like donating to support the market or the organization, that's wonderful. We welcome donations, but if not, there's not a problem. You can walk right out the door with the food that you need, and it's all good in our minds.
Maddie Haig, Community and Sustainability Manager for Food Stash Foundation, describes the concept behind rescued food.
Rescued food is essentially food that is surplus and it would otherwise go to waste. It's still good food. So for example, with produce, we have a lot of consumer standards around the size and the shape that fruit and vegetables should be. We don't like any markings. We don't like any bruises. So sometimes that food won't sell for those reasons. Also, best before dates, it's not the same as an expiration. So if food is approaching the best before date, then grocery stores will donate that food to us, and we'll usually get it out shortly after the best before date has passed. But we have a timetable that we use. When is it still safe to give that food out? And we hope that folks will also, do the smell test and always take good care in that regard.
The paradox of surplus food and food insecurity can feel hopeless, but the work the Food Stash Foundation is doing gives Amanda hope.
The word helpless comes to mind, not being able to repurpose that. It's just not a great feeling, knowing that there's so much that could go to the people who really need it, but it's just not able to. And I really value a program such as this, and I would really like to see it in every part of Canada, if not, the rest of the world.